D command. I think it's particularly when it gets near the top. But they certainly can rock. They're not a very close fit on this smooth rod, so that would explain why the rocking of the threaded rod will also rock the carriage, because the carriage like rests on these. And you can possibly see, alright, it's supposed to slide up and down, but see how much wobble there can be in that. And I can hear it almost rattling as I move it side to side here. Obviously it's going to slide up and down very easy because there's nothing on it. Noise, well, really these are going slow anyway, so I don't think there'll be much noise on the Z. But it's that rocking there. And very loose indeed. There's no friction at all really there. Okay, we don't want much friction anyway, but you might as well have nothing there because it's not gripping that rod. Right, I've got my new bearings. These are still have a little bit of play in them. Like I say, these we are going to replace two of these, one above the other. Let's put this one on here. That small one there, that smaller one there has a massive amount of play on it. This might have a little bit of play on it, but nowhere near as much as that small one. Well, the two small ones. And because this is like spread over in a way a wider area, whereas two can almost go to a certain extent like this. This can't do that. So I'm hoping this will be more stable on the Y axis. I've also got two new springs, I don't know if you can see them there. I'm going to put the anti-backlash system back in. I do not really recommend removing the anti-backlash system just to try and stop any wobble, because the head does come down and then it goes up again and then it comes down when it zeros basically, so it does go backwards and forwards a bit there. I'm just putting this together and we'll see how much it wobbles, if anything. Okay, I've put the anti-backlash system back in. That's a nut either side, spring between. I've changed the linear bearings to a longer linear bearing, which I do think is a little bit tighter, but I'm still getting a wobble on here. Now there are things on thingy bears, that you can replace this sort of carriage mounting in a way with a thing that can almost have a bit of suspension in it, like a spring, so it can absorb this threaded rod wobble. I've just come home here, Z. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Excuse me a bit. Get my camera. I can particularly see this nut, it's almost moving with the wobble. It's very slight, I think. I think it has improved. As I say, don't remove your anti-backlash, because you might see it here as it touches down. Comes down, goes back up a bit, and then it comes back down. That's like a double check of your zero there. Let me go back up a bit. Let's see if we can see this wobble or not. There will be a bit of wobble on this camera, sorry about that. Right, and I'll come back down to home. So it goes out of focus there. Let me put my hand near there, try and get zoom back out. I am waiting for a different fan to this. This is a homemade sort of almost cardboard box I've cut to shape and such like for this fan, because with these all metal hot ends you have to keep the top end cool. So about the camera wobble here. It's almost about at zero. And I'll go back up again actually. I know this might be boring, and I'll try and show you this threaded rod here. Okay. This is Wobble. You might see it against my hand. And that's basically going down here into this sort of carriage support and causing the whole carriage to wobble. I'm finishing off just now. I'm just asking it to go about 150 there. Okay, so I think the only way to solve it is with some of these suspended mounting things that you can print out here. And the way that separates the threaded rod from the smooth rod to a large extent. Well, I'm hoping it will, because I might print them out sometime later. That's about it really. No major improvement. I think a slight improvement there by changing the linear bearings to the longer ones.